Hey guys, Kev here, and I have a package to open for you. I don't know who this is from, so let's find out. Kansept. Oh, I know what this is. I lied. I do know. This is a new left-handed knife from Kansept. So first, I should probably show you the last knife they sent me. They sent this just the other day. This is the Little Main Street in a crossbar lock in Ultim. And as you can see, this has little notches so you can adjust the detent, which is kind of cool, or spring tension. Now, there's a big downside to this knife concept. There's a big miss here. You guys didn't put a reversible clip on it. So being a lefty, this is very difficult to manipulate because of the size. It is tiny. That's what she said. So look, here's the Little Main Street. Here's the mini Nightshade, which is a pretty small knife. And you can see it's a lot bigger. Here's the Divo nip, which is a small knife. Think, if you haven't handled this, think Spyderco Dragonfly. And the Little Main Street is smaller than that. Not by a lot, but it's also a crossbar lock where the Little Main Street, or sorry, the mini Nightshade from Vosteed, by the way, this is fantastic. This is a CountyCom collaboration with Vosteed releasing in June. This is the snappiest little crossbar lock I've ever handled, and it works so great because reversible clip. I can grab that clip and manipulate the knife so much easier because of it, right? This isn't a crossbar lock, but you have the same concept here. You have the clip, so I can grab it and flick it. I can grab it and use the flipper. I can, thumb roll it out. I can close it a little bit easier. It just helps in a lot of ways having that reversible clip. Not having it here makes it difficult. I can barely thumb flick this. I can't left-handed. They also have like almost smooth studs, it feels like. Sometimes I get them like that and sometimes I don't. And then closing it, you have to just put it in your palm and get out of the way and then, close it. So can you use it? Yeah, but it's just a little tricky left-handed. And even right-handed, I'll be honest, I am not right-handed, so that's probably part of it. But it's hard to thumb flick. I'm just struggling with this size of this knife, I think. Ow, that got me. So other than that, I like the design. I really do like the Main Street design. But the Little Main Street is little. So there's that. It does have a nice grind on it. It's decent stock. I think it'll slice pretty well. This is in 154 cm, Dirk Pinkerton design, of course. And yeah, like I said, I like the design. I kind of wish it was a little bigger, and I wish it had a reversible clip. I'm just personally struggling a little bit with it. Now, I'm sure if I spent a ton of time with it, I'd be able to get it down, at least right-handed, But in the hand, not bad. You can pretty much get a full grip, and you're just choked up there. So for a little knife, if you're going to have a fifth pocket carry or something, this would work. I'll put a link to Kansept's website down below if you're interested in this one. Just doesn't float my boat too much, but it is cool. I like the Ultim. It's growing on me a little bit, Ultim, but yeah. So this is a new lefty knife. One of the only left-handed knives I have is this Kansept Fenrir. This is a Greg Schaub of Sparrow Knife Co. design, and I love this thing, which is why I still own this left-handed knife. And it's like 160 bucks. This might be available on their website right now as well, so if you're interested, the link is down below for both of these. But yeah, I really like this one. So was that the last one they did? I think it was the last lefty they did. They do one like every year or every 6 months or something. This one is one that I actually was hoping to see, which is the Model 6. There's one thing, there's one thing I don't like about it, and that is that they chose to only do one colorway. I think there's 2 versions. One's fake, or not fake Damascus. It's like 9CR Damascus. And the other is satin, but they both have this fake fat carbon, the Chinese fat carbon. I just really hate this stuff. But I like the knife. I just wish they would have done the titanium version that they did in the right-handed configuration when they first released the Model 6. I really liked that configuration. I was hoping they would do a lefty of it. And I kind of remember it being a frame lock. So have they converted this to a liner lock? Hang on, let me get this together. Yeah, so it looks like it's a liner lock now, which is interesting. Flat scales. And you have the, what I call Chinese fat carbon, fake fat carbon. It's their version of White Storm fat carbon. This isn't bad, though, honestly. I think it needs to be sanded a little bit more. But the other ones I've felt and seen, I really didn't like. It really felt closer to Damascus than it did to fat carbon. This actually feels like a fat carbon. This feels nice. So I'm glad they got that down. T6 is here. T8 pivot, standard Kansept spinning pivot situation. So you're going to have those race bearings. Good bearing setup. They do a good job with that. Dead centered. No detent lash. So on this knife, you have a flipper tab and a hole. And my middle finger is a little bit sore from, I guess, from flicking this thing or from something. So bear with me here. Let's try this flipper tab first. Hopefully the detent's good. Yeah, it's a little soft. They're trying to give you multiple deployments, and that's what tends to happen. But it could just break into. The action is really nice on the close. It's popping out of there nicely. I just think I could easily fail it. But if you pull that flipper, you're firing. So let's see how the reverse flick is. Just softly. Yeah, feels pretty good. Ergonomics on this knife are interesting. Always have been. You can grip it, get a full grip back here. At least I can with a large glove size hand. You do have a milled clip. Actually looks pretty cool on there. I like that. And then you have this flipper tab / flat up here. So you can sort of choke up like a flipper choil. And that does work. You have a pretty tall grind, flat grind, of course, and a really sharp blade. I wonder what they went with here. CPM 20 CV. So they went premium. Yeah, I'm actually digging this quite a bit. Thumb flick's going to work out there. And as much as I feel like the detent could be stronger, it's got a good thwack on the flipper there. So they tuned this pretty much perfectly for the setup they have. I don't know. What do you guys think of this? In the pictures and my first reaction out of box was, I'd prefer titanium. But the more I'm sitting here fidgeting with it and looking at it and feeling the carbon fiber, I'm actually really digging it. This is growing on me really fast. So again, these are available now on their website. So you can check those out. I will link it down below. They should be, I think, around that 160 mark, 150. That's usually where they're at with their premium knives. I guess I could pull it up on my phone. It's got a cool backspacer lanyard slot. Look at that. And whose logo is that? It's a Swan. Is it Nick Swan? Model 6. Let's see. So they have the Model 6 in a bunch of these configurations. So there's that Chinese fake fat carbon. And I really don't like it when it's this nebula kind. I swear it just looks more like Damascus. But this is actually growing on me in person. So I guess they do have liner lock versions. I only remember the titanium version with the frame lock. That was the first one that came out. So I guess they've done a few versions. That's really nice. That marbled shred carbon fiber. I wish I would stop getting messages just in case, the wrong one pops up. So here you go. Left-handed. You have the one with Damascus, and you have gold accent, and then you have the satin and satin hardware, and it's $156.89. I think that's a good price. They also did the Pelican EDC and a Lefty. This isn't it, but they did that. They did the Warrior, and they did a Shard. I really didn't like the Shard Lefty or the Warrior Lefty. The Pelican Lefty was fantastic. The Fenrir Lefty, fantastic. And this one, I'm going to say it. It's fantastic. This is really well done. The action on it's really good. I have no stick or anything. I have a pretty much perfect detent. Even with a sore thumb here, I'm not, or sore ring, middle finger, I'm not really feeling that. And I'm getting enough detent to fire it out. There's no stick. It's nice and easy to disengage. You can see lockup is really good. Just pops right out of the way. And then look at this. Just falls. And you don't, the nice thing about Kansepts are you really don't need to swap bearings. I rarely do it. If you do, you need new washers because they use race washers. And you just can't put a set of skiffs in those. They just won't fit right. So you have to just swap them out with 5 mil 1/16 washers, and then put skiffs in, and it'll work. I've done it. I have a video on it from the Lush, which is our Divo model that they OEM for us, and it's the same bearings and everything. So let me know your thoughts on this, guys. This is the Model 6 Lefty from Kansept, and yeah, I really dig it. I'm going to go ahead and say it's really good, and I recommend it if you're left-handed and you're looking for lefty knives. It's got some milling in there, nice milling in the liner. I don't know if they needed the show side liner, but they have it, but they got extensive milling on that side as well. So, it's not heavy or anything. I'm going to go ahead and start carrying this immediately, and I'll probably do a follow-up rapid review or full review or something. You probably won't see a disassembly because I don't think it needs it. Kansept does a great job with that. They use a Teflon bearing and the race washers, so there's really no reason. And this thing is dialed the F in. Whew! All right. Also, this is a model you can get in right-handed as well. It's not just a lefty knife. So, all are welcome on the Model 6. Man, the action on this thing is incredible. Thank you to Kansept for sending this my way. I truly appreciate that. And, yeah, I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day. And I will catch you later.